these large format tile for the backsplash. Okay. And I'm going to just go through the process of doing this, of putting in this backsplash. I haven't done a video in some time, and so I thought I'd go live and just do this. Okay? So let's do the process. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 6-foot level and I'm going to run it across from one end of this to the other. Alright? And that's nice and level. Alright? Zoom in for the bubble. Okay, you can see it's nice and level there. Okay? Alright? So we know that when I put this tile in on the counter, that it's nice and level and straight. That's going to make putting this backsplash in really nice. Alright? And for those that come in after the live stream, feel free to ask questions. I will get back to you on any questions you have. Where are you from? Are you, in Thailand? Are you in India? Are you in Australia? Are you in the UK? Let me know where you're signing in from, coming in from. Because I see that I have people in different parts of the UK watching my videos, but I never hear from you. So it'd be nice to hear from you guys, as well as any questions you may have, or whoever may have. My motto is never give up, because there's always a way, always. You see that here on my channel. Okay? My last video, while I'm thinking about it, I'm showing you how to get center of your island of your vanity for your sink, and I'm calling it 1 inch. 1 inch and a quarter. It's 1.25 feet. Okay? But I was calling that foot an inch, and when I was caught up in what I was doing, didn't even realize I was calling it an inch, because it's 1.25 feet. So, just wanting to make that clear. Sometimes that happens. So, just like, what's really going on? I just get caught up in what I'm doing, and I'm calling something what it's not. But anyways, I'm showing you the process. Nonetheless, so with no further ado, let's get into what I'm going to do here. I'm using these spacers also as a means to raise my tile up off the counter for a grout line. And so that's what I'm doing over here in this corner. So I'm doing here. Right. I'm using these 1/8 inch spacers, grout spacers, on the bottom. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue. Now I'm what's called a Lexel fanatic. Okay. Sashco is a company that makes building material products. I'm going to show you. That has building material products for the construction trade. They specialize in products for log homes. And the company's name is Sashco. Alright? They have this product, here, that's great for so many different things. It's an acrylic silicone-like. It's called Lexel. Alright? And this is an acrylic silicone that I'm going to be using. Okay, now that's the empty tube. Okay, so what I like about their tubes is they have something really unique that none of the other products have. The tips unscrew. What makes that nice is I have this bottle here that I just used recently. And I've got the hole size that I need, alright? And all I got to do is just screw it on this tip here. Alright, and I have the hole size already cut, ready to go. I can cut this smaller, alright, or I can make it bigger, whatever I need. And so they have these tips that come off. Now these are at Lowe's is where you find it, the Lexel product. They are around $11 a bottle here in California. But they were around $7 something. You may be able to get it from them online cheaper, but you want to go to sashco.com. And so let's do this. Let's show you how it's quick, clean, and easy. I said that this is a quick, clean, and easy way. All right. So let me show you how quick and clean and easy it is to do. All right. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put. Well, I guess I gotta open this up. This is live, not Memorex. Okay? So, I gotta clean out the tube. I should have done that to start with. Okay? Now, if I need to make this hole bigger, I can. Not a problem. And I had to break the seal. There is a seal that needs to be broke here, and I should have done that first. Alright? So now I'm just going to put a dab. A dab will do ya. My dad would always say, put a dab there, and a dab right here, and a dab over here, and a dab over here. Alright, these are roughly about 5 inches apart. Let's do one in the middle, one on the ends, a couple in the middle, a couple here, one on the edge. Alright, now let's do the bottom. Alright. Now if you notice, I've left this clean. No glue up here. That's for the edging that's going to go there. Alright. Now, one thing about this Lexel, it's also waterproof. Okay. Now, let me put this one here. Right on edge where I want it to go. Alright, now I'm going to kind of slide this down because of the bottom. Then I'm about an inch away from my corner. And I'm just going to now slide this. There goes my level. I'm going to slide it right into that corner. Alright. And it's about that difficult. Alright, now the next piece. I'm going to see how this is fitting up. Okay, I'm going to put my spacer here. Alright, that way all the grout lines remain the same. And now let's put this up here and see how what's going to fit. And this happens to fit perfectly right under my light switch, my plug. Okay. So it's a perfect fit there. Everything looks good. Copacetic, should I say. Alright. Now, I'm going to bring that out just a tad there. At the bottom. Okay. So we have a nice tight fit here in the corner. I will show you. This dials in and looks really nice right there. Okay. Alright, as we're going around in circles, alright, so now we've got this piece here. This is going to be fun. We're going to have to do a little bit of adjusting here, but first let's get this kind of taped up just for GP. Alright, so we're going to put some of this painter's tape here. Alright, we're going to hold this in place using some painter's tape. These large format tiles sure do make this simplify it. And it's a lot quicker, you cover more space. Alright, this is like the double of 12 by 12. Alright, now I'm going to tape this here. All right. Get that pressed in, pressed in. All right, we're gonna take this here. I'm going to be filling this in with drywall when I'm finished. All right, now this may take a little bit of adjusting. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to put one of these spacers in the middle. I may put one on both sides, just depending on how this works out. Okay, but I need to double check it to make sure that everything's going to be dialed in and functioning like I need it to. All right, so let's get this set in place. Okay, I'm going to take my spacer, I'm going to put it in at the bottom. Okay, so we're pushing it to the wall, or to the corner, not to the wall, but to the corner. Then I'm going to bring this in here and go there. All right, now this is just to make sure to find out that everything's copacetic, that it's all gonna be spaced properly and it's all gonna just fall in at the right level and everything's gonna be dialed in the way I'm wanting it to finish out. Okay, so this is a dry run. Okay, so now we have to do the dry run so that everything, before we glue it, we know it's going to be right. And if I have to make any adjustments, then I'll know the adjustments I'll need to make before I get into a situation that is going to be messy and become a problem. All right, so let's do that ahead of time. I'm putting my spacers underneath. All right, I need to put my spacer here at the bottom. All right, that's right where that needs to be. All right, none of these tiles cross over. Okay, they all have to be cut the same, so that it falls into place like it's supposed to. All right, now this is where I can then push this into place, make that tight. All right, and see where that's going to be. That's got to look. All right, I'm going to have to just give that just a slight lift right here. Okay. All right, that's looking pretty good. This is just loose enough that it, I'll have to put that there at the top. Okay, so I turn this sideways. All right, and that way, that's gonna, yeah, gonna have to be just a tad. All right, so now we know what we're gonna have to do. All right, this is nice and tight that way. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a little bit of adjustment here on this, and I'm glad I did, because see, now I know that this is going to have to come over at the top just a hair to compensate, so that it's, yeah, that's going to be nice. That fits well there, and that fits well there as well. All right, so I know now that I'm going to have to make this slight adjustment, tweak it just a little bit here. So yes, that's going to look nice. All right, so now I know what I'm going to have to do. So in the meantime, I'm going to take this one in place so that this doesn't move. All right, are you showing this one? Mm-hmm. All right, so this one's going to be held in place while I now glue, anchor this to the wall here. All right, so on this one, I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to run a little bead here. There we go. Right in the middle. Okay. I'm going to run it over here close to the edge. Alright, that way it doesn't squeeze out, but yet there's enough there to hold it. And won't interfere with the grout. Alright. Okay. Now, so this one space at the bottom underneath is perfect. Okay. It allows me to tilt it and make the adjustment I need to make here with it. Alright. So now I just kind of eyeball this to where I need it so that it all, that looks about right there. So let's check. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna do it right there. Now I just need to get some tape on it. Alright, I can use this piece of tape here. Sight this in. That looks perfect right there. Alright. No, that's not going to move. Alright, now just for GP, I'm going to put this here, and I'm starting it out right here on the joint. So I'm sticking it at the joint. So I'm sticking both sides at the same time. That's to assure that it doesn't move. Alright, I'm going to do the same over here. Come back and show me. Alright, now I'm showing you here that it's not going to move. Alright. Except for I forgot, I got to take this off, so this piece of tape isn't doing me any good. Alright, so I'm going to transfer this piece of tape down here at the bottom, and now I'm going to slide one of these spacers right under this corner. Alright, so that it kind of helps keep it balanced. It's tight, so I just got just the edge of it underneath the lip to give it some support, but I don't want to move it or change it. So now I'm going to tape the bottom and straight to this piece of tile. Alright, so that it doesn't helps it not to shift. Okay. Alright, now I'm set up to anchor this next piece to the wall. Alright. I thank everyone for being here. I appreciate your time and support. And if you have any questions, now feel free to ask. Feel free to ask anytime as far as that goes. Okay. So, again, I'm going to catch it here, little dab, little dab, little dab. Now, there's no pressure on the wall. If this was the countertop, it would be solid, okay? Which I wouldn't use this for a countertop because there's too much weight, too much distribution of weight. Let me see my face. And it would leave room for crackage, for breakage, for it to crack. Because there's to be too many spaces, too many hollow spots. Alright. Now, far as under the sink, I put tile under the sink where I've used a Lexel to anchor it. And there's no real weight down there. What are you putting? Maybe a gallon bottle of soap? That's 8 pounds. There's no weight there. You're not going to have anybody by accident sitting on it or putting their arm and putting pressure that might crack it where you have air space there where it's not supported, where you could have breakage. So under the countertop, so under the sink where I've tiled, I've used this. It's clean. It's clean, quick, and easy as you see, and there's not enough weight down there for you to have any breakage. All right, so it doesn't crack. All right. You can also use liquid nails for doing this, but what you want to do if you're using liquid nails, you are sticking it to the wall, you're pulling it back, you're waiting, let's say 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes, just so that the air can get to it, and then when you push it back to the wall, having the air inside now because it's open, and you have the air getting in there, beginning the drying process. It speeds up the drying, it accelerates the drying process, and it works out really well. And that's a trick of the trade. All right. A lot of these guys don't want you to know that if you're the homeowner, because they went to work. They don't want to be out of a job, and so they're not telling. I'm the guy that says, hey, we all need to save some money. Carpenters, us tradesmen, for stuff like this, you can do it at home, and you can save yourself money, and that's where I'm at. I do custom staircases, and that's not something that everybody can do. That is a challenge for the best of us, doing those radius staircases. Even the straight runs can be challenging as far as that goes. But that's why I say there's always a way, because there is. Make sure these are level. Okay. Alright, so now in making this level, I'm going to have to bring this out on the bottom. So let's see if I can use this little trick. I'm going to make a finger hold, a grab. Alright, and if I'm able to use this technique, this trick, I won't have to peel it from the wall. I'll be able to pull it out to where I need it. Okay, so I'm going to loosen up this tape right here. Okay, I'm going to stick these to the tile. Alright, now, as long as the glue isn't holding it too tight to the wall, I'll be able to pull it out. No, it's not. So, alright, that means now I'm going to have to get a tool. Let's see, maybe, just maybe, I can use this just to pry this out. All I'm wanting to do is pry it out so that I can level it up. Okay? Because my joint lines need to be level. Alright. Now, let's get this spacer in there where it goes. Alright, now are we level? Okay, let's push it into where it's level. Now it's flush. And how I'm going to check it, I'm going to take the straight edge, okay, which is off my mini square, to check it for, okay, I'm hitting. I'm just barely hitting. Alright, so now I'm just going to press in just a tad, and now I'm passing by, so I know I'm level. Let's try it the other way. I'm hitting over here. Alright, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to push this straight in. I'm going to press this in over here. Now, let's see. Nope, not quite. Alright, so I'm going to take my thumb now, and there we are. Okay? Now I know we're level, so we're golden, we're good. Alright? And that is how you do that. There is a channel by that name. The guy does tile bathroom showers and floor tile and floor laminates, and that's Joe. That's how you do that. Good guy. He helped me in the beginning with my tiling, my shower. He gave me the initial information I was needing. And so he's got a pretty good following, actually. And he's a good guy. Joe, that's how you do that. If you're into car shows and that type of a thing, there is Victor at Sane Auto. Victor at Sane Auto has a really good channel on car shows and also how to car repairs. And a lot of car repair videos on newer cars, older cars, a whole mixture. And so you might want to check out Victor at Sane Auto. All right, I gotta pull this out just here. I gotta get it to blend over here, to flow. Okay. All right, now we're good. We're good there. All right, let's check up. Okay. All right, I can fine tune my adjustments. Okay. All right, so we know we're level there, and we know we're level there. All right, so that adjustment worked. Now, is there anybody here? Oh, yes. Aunt. I gotta get on some glass so I can see. Auntie, baby, Pori Vulgar. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate your time. All right. Anybody else? Well, thank you for being here. All right. Appreciate you being here. Somebody new pop in, or is that Auntie, baby, poo, po, virgin? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. But thank you for being here. Now, if you want to check out Share Bright Light is a friend. Share Bright Light, it's a fellow Christian channel. And so if you like good Christian channels, that would be one for you to check out and fellowship with. And they got quite a bit going on. So I encourage all to check it out. So what else? And remember, Christians are human, not perfect. That's not an excuse. It's no excuses. But I'm just saying, for what it's worth. But good channel. And a lot of times, Christian channel, it's like, oh yeah, people are just waiting for you to make a mistake or something, Well, Jesus died for sinners, and Christians are just sinners. That's all. They're just sinners that gave their heart to God, but, and God helps you to do better. He does. I'm here to tell you. God definitely helps you to do better. Now, that was free. I'm not charging you for that information. All right, so that's looking good. Let's check this. That's doing what it's supposed to there. All right, that's telling me that This needs to come out just a tad. Okay, I want it level, equal. Alright, that means that needs to go back some. Still needs to go back some more. And or this one needs to come out some more. Alright, so that's hitting, which tells me now, because that's, if I push this all the way back. Alright, so we're good there. Alright, let me get this tape. That tape's going to change it by 100 thousandths or so. Alright, so that's going to work there. Just got to get some tape on it. Now sometimes you've got to put shims on the wall, behind the tile. Okay? Sometimes the shims on, you got to shim the tiles on the back of it, or in the corner, or wherever, depending on the condition of your wall. So you want to keep that in mind as well. Alright. It doesn't hurt if you take like a 4-foot straight edge and you stick it against your wall and you kind of bring it down so you can see if there's any lumps or hollow spots or what the condition of the wall is. Okay. Now, I haven't removed the paper from the back of this. The paper's on here so it doesn't scratch the finished face on the tile in front of it. To protect the finish of the tile that it's stacked against. This porcelain is hardy. Porcelain will break, but it takes a lot more abuse than ceramic. Ceramic is soft and weak. This is more, it's harder and it's hardy. You know, but don't go beating it up because it will break. I'm just letting you know if you have any issues. Alright, and then this is, I can't really put my 4-foot level on this, but see, I can run this here and I can look. Alright, this is pretty level. That's not bad. There's a little bit of little. Alright, so it shows that it's high, but the glue, it's got a high spot right here where there's a belly in the wall. But it's so minor, the glue will fill in the low spots. So we're good. Alright? Now, you can just put this on the wall as well. Alright? You don't have to put it on the tile exactly. Alright? So you can actually put this on the wall. Like I was saying, sometimes if you need, if I had a big hump here in the wall, or I had like an 1/8-inch gap over here on the side, see, I could take this, stick it in my glue, put it against the wall, and then when my tile went up, it would be level. And the glue would hold this in place, hold the spacer in place. Okay? Just a trick of the trade. Alright, I do have a pencil up here telling me where the top is. Alright, so that I do have a guide. Alright. Now, when you do this, it does have a tendency to want to run. Okay. So, that's why I like doing it on the tile itself. Okay. Just going to run this out. And this one bottle of Lexel, almost one tube, not bottle. See, there I am using the wrong terminology. You use the one tube, and I'm about halfway. Alright? And that would be equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 tiles. And I have a half a tube left. Alright, and you see how much I'm using here. Alright. And this Lexcel, it's not silicone. It is it tells you it's instantly waterproof cured sealant. And it sticks to just about everything, and it's paintable. It's mildew resistant. It's an elastic sealant. It's an elastic sealant. This sticks to everything. All right. In 2 weeks, it's waterproof. It can be submerged in water in 2 weeks. All right. So Sashco, again, they deal in all kinds of caulkings, paintable, tintable caulkings. They make a caulking that I'm going to have to do a video on that you can tint the caulking and match whatever the color of the room is that you need to caulk where you've tiled. Alright, now with this, alright, I'm going to raise this up. I'm going to go down. Then I'm going to go sideways. Let's put the spacer in here. Alright, that way it just spreads it really well. Alright. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to let's get this over. Right. Let's do that. Let's get this over here. Okay. Alright, let's get this adjusted where it goes. Okay. Why don't you know? It's the last one's gonna give you a hard time. Isn't that how it goes? The last one, things are going so smooth, and the last one's gonna test you. All right. Now, okay. So we're gonna remove that one. Okay. Gonna bring this over where that goes, and bring this back over here. Okay. Now here we go. Just got to make the slight adjustment here. Let me make sure this is equal. Okay, that's now equal. That's looking better there. Okay. Let's get this over here. There it is. And we gotta make a slight adjustment over here as well. Okay. Now that we got this slight adjustment going on, okay, now I can kind of see the doctor ordered over here. Alright, we're going to have to again adjust this. Okay, get that adjustment going. Not bad. All right. So we had to split it. Okay. So now we're going to hold this in place. All right. Now we're going to put some tape down here at the bottom because we don't want it to shift or anything. Okay. So we're going to stick it to the tile on the wall first, then we'll stick it to the tile on the vanity. Alright, now it looks like you got to come back here and make this adjustment because there's been too much movement going on. Alright, now I'm going to have to pull this out to get this lined up here where it goes. Okay, let's get that pushed in. That works. Okay, that's good. Let's get this here. And over. Okay, gotta move this here. Alright, let's bring this over a tad. Too much. Okay, now that's where that needs to be. Let's check it up here. Alright, we're good there. Okay, let's pull this out just a tad here. Alright. Now, let's hold this here, hold this here. Just kind of show the bottom and everything. Alright, now we have the shims. Alright, and so we can just take the shim and shim it, alright, and get that right where that needs to be, and that'll hold it in place so there's no movement. Okay, and then this here I haven't glued down yet. Okay, that's called getting ahead of yourself. Alright. That keeps it live, not Memorex. Alright. Oops, that's too high up. That will interfere with the edging. The finished edge that I'll be putting on. Okay. And it's kind of here at the bottom just for GP. Alright. Now, I've got about a third of a bottle left. Alright. And you see how much I put on here. Alright. Now we can get this adjusted and lined up. Nice. Nice. Okay, now this needs to go in a hair there. Okay. Okay, double check this here. Okay, we're good. Alright, so this means that this needs to come out just a tad there. Okay. Now what are we doing here? All right, so this needs to go back. Now, we're good. All right, so we're gonna tape this here. I'm gonna put another piece of tape as well to hold this in place. No link, go to Home Improvement Tips on YouTube. Put it in the search. All right. Okay. Talking to a friend that's in Chattanooga. She's helping people get homes, get loans, and things like that. She needs a YouTube channel. She don't have one. But that's Melanie. She's helping people in Chattanooga, Tennessee as well. She can help people in other states as well. She really needs a YouTube channel. Maybe, hopefully she'll be able to drop in. Alright, so now... Alright, I'm gonna pull this in here to the wall to hold it tight. Okay, you can use your tape for that. Okay, put some tape on the bottom. To the tile on the wall, then to the base, to the countertop. All right. This is locked in, so that's good. Okay. All right. Now, I can go by and do a once over, a check. Good, good, good. Okay, that needs to go in a tad right there. We're good. All right, and we're good. Check this. So either the center one needs to come out, and probably does, or this needs to get pushed back. Okay, so that means this needs to come out just a little. Okay, so I'm going to bring it out. All right, I'm moving this entirely, this whole entire piece, but the good news is it can be pushed back into place. All right, I'm going to use this tile here to level this one to it so that it's equal, it's flush with it. All right, there we are. Okay, now we need to get it centered as far as spacing, because I adjusted that, readjusted it, should I say. So now I gotta balance it out. Now it's all balanced out. And now I can tape it in place. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to tape this in place. Now some might opt for putting in their edging now, but I like doing that at the end. Now there's a space back here, and I see I have space back there on the wall for the edging. All right. Now I'm going to have to pry this out just a tad. My tape just pushed it in. So I'm going to have to readjust this here. Okay. And then let me get back to and show the overview. Let's step back here and show the overview. Alright, now I'm sticking this to the wall first, then I'm pushing it, sticking it to the tile. Alright, now I'm blending this in right here so that the spacing is blended in, because it's not perfect. So you blend it. Alright, so you make it look as good as possible by blending it in. Alright. Now, again, I'm going to put tape to the countertop. Okay, then to the tile on the wall where it's being stuck to the wall. Alright, now we're going to check it. We're good. Okay. Now, alright, I'm going to push this in. We're good there. Alright, we're there. Okay, now I'm just going to tape. And we are beautiful. Now, I'm going to put the sink up here in place. And the faucet. I have to drill a hole for the faucet here. If you go back and look at how to install a vessel sink, I show you how I lay it out and how I drill my holes and how you find your center. And so I've got holes all the way through. I've got a hole on this end. I'm just going to have to drill up to create the hole in the tile with my diamond bit coring bit, my diamond coring bit. Show me. So you can check out that video. One before this, actually it's after my short on how to remove tiling spacers the right way, tiling leveling spacers the right way. It's a 15-second short that shows you the right way for removing tiling spacers for your tile. If you don't hit them the right way, they don't always break. The other thing you want to do while I'm talking about it and thinking, on your tiling spacers leveling system, take the spacer and just kind of bend it forward and then back so it weakens the joint, and then set it under your tile. Okay, so that little white tab, that's your spacer, just fold it towards the feet, bring it up, stick it under your tile, and that assures everything breaking below the surface. And if they get stuck, I also have videos in my playlist where I show you how you can remove them with heat. Alright? But check out the video because I use some tools to do it. And that's in my playlist. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, it looks like I'm all done. I'm going to do a once over and check my joints. And then I'm going to show you the vessel sink for this bathroom. I really like it. And so before I show you that, I'm going to double check my joints here, make sure they're all flush. Alright, see, like I'm a little high over here. So I'm going to just push on the high side, and I'm going to look down here so I can see what I need to do. I may have to pull this one out some. My centerpiece may need to come out. Looks like they did the trick. Ah, right there. Okay. That did it. Just double check, make sure more of the movement. More of the movement. Good there. I'm going to put some tape here in just a second. Good there. Ah. Put that one in. Okay. Alright. Alright, just a little, very small lippage, which means, once again, I'm going to have to pull this out a little bit. Alright, so that may have done it. Okay, a little bit more. Alright, I may have to just take this shim. See if I can't get it back there to hold it. You know, I may have to just take this off and take a piece of paper and fold a little piece of paper up as a spacer so there's no movement until it dries. Alright. I may have to do this because this one keeps giving me trouble. So you can always use a little piece of paper folded to the thickness you need. And so let's just do that. Like I say, or a piece of tape, okay? So I'm just going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to fold this to itself. I'm going to fold it to itself again. Alright. Then I'm going to fold this in half. And I'm going to test it first. Alright. I want to see, is this going to be enough? Yeah, it looks like this just might push it out just enough. Alright. So, one thing good, because we have this Lexcel on here, it will peel off the wall, no problem, right now. And I can just put this in here. Now, it's low, it catches right here, alright? So at this point is where I'm going to put this piece of tape. Alright, you can see the glue. It does create its own spacing, right? And I'm also going to put I'm going to put a dab here to create a little bit more resistance. Alright, and this may be enough by itself, may not even need the tape. But again, I'm doing this for your viewing pleasure. Like I say, never give up. There's always a way, always. Now I'm just going to finish pushing this in place with my little straight edge. Alright. Now let's check it. Good. Good, look at that. Well, so if that's high there, then I need to push it in over here off of this. Alright, now let's check. We're good. Alright, this needs to go in just a little more, so we're going to push it right here. Alright, at that point. This should do it. It did. It's hitting. Alright, let's push this in over here. Let's check it. We're good. We're good. Alright. Now, alright, I think that's going to pretty well do it. I'm going to stick this up here. I'm going to stick this other one up here. I'm going to get this balanced. The spacing balanced, that is. And get it dialed in. Alright, there that is. Okay. Check this. Okay. Let's get this. Okay, so this is at a slight angle, so this needs to come out a little bit over here. Nice. Nice. So we're going to just tape this in place. All right, that feels good. That feels level. Level. It feels even. All right. That's good. All right. Now we've changed it. Now it's coming up here. Nice. Now, that's the other thing. Now, if I was using thin set, the thin set would have already been holding it in most cases. Sometimes the thin set will allow for movement as well, but I don't think I'd be playing with this piece as much as I am if I was using thin set in this particular application. All right. So there's pros and cons to all of this as usual. Alright, so now I'm going to kind of come over here and push down this side so that it flows over here. Alright, I'm going to carefully put some tape on it. Okay. Alright, so we're over here. Alright, now that's good there. Now let's check this one over here. Alright, let's get my straight edge. Alright, that's good. Alright, now that means this has to be tweaked out just a little. Okay. Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to anchor this over here on a piece that's stable. Okay. Now we're going to check this one more time. Okay, we're getting a little lippage, very little, but we're getting some. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to pry this out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to check it. Okay, there is a little bit of lippage there. Now I don't know how anybody else would do this. Alright, but you see that's working there now. Alright, now I'm going to hold this in place. I'm going to stick the tape to it so I can stick it without it moving. So I'm holding it with my wedge right here. Okay. And now let's check it and see. Nice. 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 Alright, now, only one thing I gotta do now is I gotta move it so that this spacing is more equal. Alright, I believe we've got it. Alright, now we're just going to double check after touching it. Okay. And all right, now let's get out the sink. Don't show the bathroom here. All right, we're gonna show the sink. All right, and watch tell me how much this comes alive. Tell me what you think. How you like the look. All right, for the big reveal. Here we go. coat over here. Now, you can place your faucet. It could be offset. It could be over here, like this, for example. All right. Your faucet could be over here, like that. All right. Or where most people would have would be in the center. Now you want about 3/4 of an inch here for your finger space so you can clean behind it. All right. And you want like 2 inches of space from the face or the edge of your sink to the face of your cabinet. All right. Minimum. And so there is the overview. All right. And so I think that worked out pretty good. All right, so I'm Ken. This is Home Improvement Tips. If you want to check out some of my other videos, random videos, go to hashtag Kens, that's just Kens, Kens How To's, okay? So that's Kens, Kens, How, HOWTOS. Now that's capital, okay? Capital K, capital H, capital T. Hashtag Kens How To's. I appreciate everyone that's dropped in, that's been here. Those that will watch after the live stream, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. It's a win-win-win. Check out the hashtag capital KENS, capital HOW, capital TOS. All right, and you'll find quite a few of my videos, or hashtag easy2 tips and tricks. On Facebook as well, you'll find them. So again, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I look forward to hearing from you. Where are you watching from? You know, like I say, I find there's people in Ireland, people in Australia, people in UK. Quite a you know, broad arrangement of different locations and countries. But you're not commenting. You're not saying nothing. Now, if you're watching it on your TV, I realize you can't watch it from the big screen, from your flat screen. Everything does look better on a flat screen, that's for sure. Just kind of cool to have your videos like that and able to be seen. So, you know, if you have a project, you know, you're looking for some information, trying to figure out what to do, hit me up. And you have a Facebook page or something, we can connect on Messenger. So remember, home improvement tips. Check out my playlist. I have over 1,000 videos in my playlist. Probably more like over 1,200 videos in my playlist. At this point, I've lost track. I went to the Grand Canyon, but I have that titled Touring California because I'm in Hollywood in California on Hollywood Boulevard, where all the stars are in the concrete, from the different actors' names and actresses' names, down to Grauman's Chinese Theater. I have videos of some old steam trains. Went to a steam train park there in close to Hollywood in Griffith Park area. Went to the Hollywood sign, Vegas during the pandemic. At the international airport was a ghost town. That was really interesting to see, and I videotaped that. So that's something besides the home improvement videos. But my playlists, all my videos, check out the playlist. You'll be glad you did. And I look forward to hearing from you. So no further ado. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If this video is 5 years old, comment. I'll see it. I'll get your comment. Let me know where you're at. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. As long as my channel's active, I'll be able to answer your questions. So, look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now. God bless. Take care. And as always, never give up. Because there's always a way. Always. We just have to find out what that way is. Bye for now. God bless. And pray for our world. Bye.